So this is the Jumper S5 laptop, and I'm going to show you why you might want to consider this for your next laptop. And we're going to be showing it relative to some of its competitors, including the Acer Aspire 3, as you see here, which is going to be in the larger 15.6-inch size, and the ASUS VIVOBOOK 14, because all three of them are going to be operating on Windows 11. And that's the secret here. We're not looking at Chromebooks. There's a lot of notebooks out there. There's variations between Chromebooks and notebooks, but in this case, we are specifically looking at Windows 11 notebooks. RAM, now this has 12 gigabytes of RAM and a 256 gigabyte SSD. The Acer Aspire 3 at similar comparison points, this is usually going to be coming with a 8 gigabytes of RAM and somewhere between 128 and 256. And if you look at something like the ASUS VIVOBOOKs, you can get different configurations. In this configuration here, we have it with about 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. If I want to open Microsoft Word, let me show you how quickly this works. So here's Microsoft Word. It's inside the Windows 11 menu bar. I just open it and boom, it is already open. And let's say hypothetically I wanted to open something else with it. So let's do that. We are going to be opening it with Excel. Excel, boom, open right away. But let's say we want to open up PowerPoint at the same time. Boom. PowerPoint. All three apps were open very quickly, and that's something that I want to highlight with you guys. The Acer Aspire 3 is also very fast, so if I want to just open up Word, we'll show you. And here you can see Word pops open very quickly as well. And let's just do, we're going to look for Excel here. So Excel opens very quickly as well. And the PowerPoint opens very quickly as well. So you can also see that the Acer Aspire 3 is also very fast. So this is going to be similar in comparable performance, but you got to take it into account. What am I getting different? Option. The Jumper is also a little bit quieter than the Acer Aspire 3. The Acer Aspire 3 will come with HDMI 2.1, full-size HDMI. The Jumper will come with a mini HDMI. The Acer Aspire 3 will come with USB 3.2, which is going to be a USB-C drive. Here, all three of them will come with USB-C, which is going to be delivering the faster data transfer speeds. Also, you're going to have more connection abilities. If you look at the keyboards between all three, I would actually say that the Jumper has a similar keyboard with the Aspire 3. The ASUS is going to have a softer keyboard. And if you're looking at trackpads, the Acer Aspire 3 has a smooth finish trackpad up top. The Jumper also is smooth, but it's not going to be as, I guess the Jumper makes a more clicky sound when you hit it. And if you're looking at the VIVOBOOKs will come with a fingerprint reader along with the trackpad. Now, the VIVOBOOKs will come with backlit keys on your Acer Aspire and your Jumper. These do not come with backlit keys. So that's a feature that if you're trying to type in the dark, that's going to be missing on the Acer Aspire 3 and on the Jumper. The overall weight here is just about 2.9 pounds, so very light. This will be lighter than the VIVOBOOK. It will be lighter than the Acer Aspire 3, and it will be definitely lighter than a MacBook Pro. The screen itself is going to be a 14-inch IPS monitor. The screen itself is going to be a full HD IPS screen. So that means the viewing angles are pretty good as long as you're somewhere directly in front of it. Even if I go to the side here, I can still see everything, and I'm at about like 160 degrees, but I can still see everything on the screen. It has, I wouldn't say that any of the three have better viewing angles overall, because all of them are coming with full HD IPS screens though. The MacBook Pro color is going to definitely have the best color saturation and range. And in terms of the depth of the blacks, this display is going to be the best one. So if you're looking at the color saturation and the overall brightness, the MacBook Pro is going to beat the other two handily. But if you compare the Acer Aspire 3, the VIVOBOOKs, and the Jumper, the screen on the Jumper, even though the color is not going to be as accurate, in my opinion, as the Aspire 3, because of the lighter weight and because of how bright it is, you can actually get a lot more viewing angles, and the screen material is less reflective, in my opinion, than a lot of the other laptops that you can get on the market. If I'm using multiple apps at the same time, I find that the Jumper is outperforming the VivoBook just because it has more faster RAM. And if you compare it to something like the Acer Aspire 3, the Acer Aspire 3 comes with a bigger display. It comes with a 10 keys keypad. But again, even in this case, I find that the Jumper, even though it doesn't come with as fast of a CPU, because of the right choices they made in terms of the GPU and in terms of the onboard memory, with the less bloatware, you do find that the performance on the Jumper is as fast as the Acer Aspire 3. Where you will start noticing the bigger differences is once you get into the more premium products. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is David with the French Glow, showcasing to you all our different laptops here. I'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.